Mel is the first one in this morning. Good morning, my love. THRIFT is here. Hooray, Katie! Oh my gosh, you guys. Leland is here. You could call me Mel. Another Mel. Sid, I'm so happy to see you guys too. Yay, good morning. Good morning. Awesome Finds is here. Why? Because Awesome Finds is awesome 24 times. Happy Monday, everybody. Sid's been killing it on social media. I've been stalking you. Goose, what is going on? Joker 8 Pie. Good morning, you guys. Bamber's here. Cindy Lou 92 goes to as many concerts as you, meaning me, possibly more. Good morning. Salvy's here. Squeaky squeak. Oh my gosh. Salvi, while you're here, I have to show you something. Jen, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Where's that boy? Get up here. Get up here. Salvi, look at. We have a Santa Claus in the house. I couldn't resist. It's too cute. It's the greatest. It's the most amazing. He looks so handsome. What a good boy. What a good boy. And then of course the meatball. She got herself a little scarf, which she hates because she hates wearing any sort of clothes. But I figured this at least is only a little bit of clothes. I think it's so adorable. I mean, guys, I'm a Christmas junkie. Literally, I'm a Christmas junkie. I cannot help myself. Magical Bubbles, what's going on? Yeah, normally when I put clothes on her, she just like immediately starts rolling around and tears them off because she hates them so bad. But yeah, Chihuahuas hate clothes. Yeah, they just stand there, Salvi. It's like this. They just stand there and they're like frozen. Like what I was to do. I'm like, look, you have no hair and you're freezing. You need an outfit. I'm telling you. Good morning, Bailey. Good morning. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Exciting morning. What are we doing today? Okay. First of all, number one, sponsored giveaways. So I've got six of these available. These are going to be so you guys get up on either this LED screen or you get up on the big TV in our room because we have an insane amount of auctions coming up. So I've got, I think Thursday and Friday, we've got an auction this week. I've got 2 auctions the week after that. Magical Bubbles already scooped one up. These are going to go really fast. THRIFT is in. 4 left, so grab it if you want to. So what happens is you get up on the board and you don't just get up for a little bit of time, you get up for an entire week. We still have people up here actually from a few weeks ago because as y'all know, I ended up getting a horrible cold and I mean, you guys still hear my voice a little bit, but I feel much better. I'm human again, so it's great. I'm still alive. Yeah, we ended up with, this went through Justin and me, a little flu. Well, it wasn't a little flu. It was pretty bad. But then the cold and it like settled in my chest. And so I was just like hacking and coughing. Oh, Amazon's here as usual. So I've just been hacking and coughing. So if I sound coughy or gross during this, I'm sorry, you guys. I apologize in advance. Anyways, so you get up on the board for an entire week. And then we shout you out at all of the shows that we do. And our goal is to get you guys more followers and to get you bookmarks. So that's what we work on. Everyone that winds up getting these seems to be happy with them. They get new followers and they get bookmarks, and that's how you grow your network. Not bad for $8. None of the money goes to Justin and I. It goes to the giveaway and it goes to whatnot taxes. So good. Awesome. Find that one. All right. Good. Yeah. So we've got 3 left, you guys. Yeah, 3 and a half. Yeah, it's okay. It's funny too because like, so my son lives up in Washington State, which he'll be here next week. But anyways, he lives up in Washington, and every time I talk to him on the phone and he's sick, I swear, you guys, this is not a joke, I wake up sick. It's like he gives me the bug through the phone. I know that is not science. I know that sounds like magic, but literally that's what happens. So I'm happy here in Texas. Me too. Oh, thanks. So cute. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Cindy Lou. Oh, Cindy Lou. You guys. Okay. So things. Okay. So we got the sponsor giveaway. Next, we've got, let me get this. If you have not had a chance yet to click on that little image, on the image, you're going to see a bell. If you click on that bell, you will get notified when we go live. So because we're smaller sellers and because we do a lot of like community shows to help other resellers and stuff, Whatnot's not making a ton of money off of us, and so therefore they don't push our shows out. So if you have 3 people bookmarked and we're all at the same time, the Whatnot is going to push those other people's notifications out to you before us, just based on how we have grown our community, because we are all about growing other people's communities as well. That does not get rewarded as far as rankings go. And so make sure you click on that bell. That is going to help you to get notified when we go live. So number 1. Next is this, which I know everyone has been very excited and waiting for. It is our new stickers that Justin made with the new red hair, because we're doing red through the holiday season, of course. And these are absolutely so, let me get this, there we go, so incredibly yummy. So it says resellers are #BetterTogether. Justin's got a little nice comped hat on, and then he's got little puppy prints all over his shirt. And then I've got little snowflakes all over mine. And it says resellers are #BetterTogether, because you guys know I say that all the time. That's literally one of my sayings. So awesome fights. Thank you, my love. We did not get a whole ton of these this time. And so we have 25 of these, and we literally have 25 of these. That's it. I don't have any more. So if you guys want one of these, make sure you grab it up now. Thank you, Cindy Lou. Make sure you grab one up. So I think they're super cute. I love them. You know, what we do is he asks me, you know, what hair color are you thinking about doing? And I say, you know, I think I'm going to do red this time. And he says, okay, awesome. And then he makes these and doesn't really tell me what he's going to do, but he listens to the stream all the time. And so he was like, oh, we need to do like a resellers are #BetterTogether, because you literally say it all the time. So I love it. I love them. So if you guys want to support the stream, they're only $3. And these are made by my amazing hubs. I do want to point out that Justin, PSG, thank you, my love. I do want to point out that Justin made himself taller than me, because this is the standing joke on this. Thank you, Magical Bubbles. This is the standing joke on here, which is I am extremely tall. You guys, I'm over 5'9", and Justin is 5'7", but he always says he's 5'9". So he's like, I'm going to make myself like 6'2" in the sticker. I told him, I said, I'm going to tell everybody on stream that you were standing on a stool. And he said, that's fine. He's like, I'm going to be taller than you for once, even if it's only in a photo. Coley, thank you, I love. So these are available. We got 21 of those left. So I'm going to put mine up. Oh, I got to put mine up on the board. But right now I've got Christmas stuff going on because it's Christmas time. And you know your girl's excited. Oh, yeah, the sticker just is tall. Honey, everybody's cracking up about you being tall in the sticker. He goes, I'm tall. Nicole, what's going on, my love? Shelly Loves Disney is here. I'm so happy to see you guys. Good morning, Kay. Tater Tot Linda. Okay. Yes, Mr. Nice Comps is included. So he made it onto the stickers. He is now officially on the stickers. And I thought it would just be something cute if you're a reseller to be able to put that up. Resellers are #BetterTogether, because that is 100% true. I'm feeling much better. My voice is still I'm a little breathy. My voice is still a little scritchly, but it's much better than it was. Fortunately, that I didn't start feeling bad until like around 11 o'clock on Thanksgiving, like 11 p.m. And I thought, oh, maybe I just ate too much or something. And then I woke up at like 4 and I was like, oh man, I'm sick. So at least I got to celebrate Thanksgiving though. I got to have Thanksgiving. So, and then Justin is like 2 days behind me. So I'm telling you guys, like, we just get crud. We get the crud. It's going around. Relabed, welcome in. Has anybody else been sick or had sick family members? It's like so crazy going around in our area right now. Britt is walking in here. Jennifer, what's going on? Coley says, I'm on the search for a gift to top last year, and I think you found it. Oh, Coley. Okay, first of all, are you seriously going to buy me another present? That's insane. And second of all, Coley got me the best gift last year. So I am completely obsessed with like the Griswold Family Christmas National Lampoons. I've already watched it twice this year. Like it is my show. It is my jam. I love that movie. We know heart back to finish. We have like it's almost like when you see people go to like the Rocky Horror Picture Show and they have like a whole like play they put on while the movie's going on. That's us with National Lampoons. She got me this shirt last year, you guys, and it's got the moose on it from the drinking cups. And then on the back, it's got all of the different Griswold things. It's got like the tree. It's got all of the different things that, the jersey, everything that they wear and talk about is in this shirt. It's so amazing. I've already worn it once this season. So I'll be incorporating that. You guys get to see it this week. Of course, is what I'll be wearing. So I do, girl, it's going to be hard to top. That's like one of my top 10 favorite gifts I've ever gotten. Didn't get sick last Thanksgiving. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. So ever since I was little, I always get super sick this time of year. It's usually a lot of times it turns into like bronchitis and pneumonia. Oh, last year. No, last year is when Isaiah brought the plague. So my son had gone to see, there's a concert, this band called The Story So Far, which is an amazing band. Anyways, he went to the concert and he got here. The night he got here from Washington State. He ended up with 104-degree temperature. And I spent 2 weeks while he was here taking care of him like he was a sick little baby again. He was so sick, you guys. He was so crazy. I mean, it was beyond sick, right? And so I spent 2 weeks. Right before he went home, we started not feeling good. Justin was so sick on Christmas that we didn't even celebrate Christmas on Christmas last year. We didn't even open up presents till the 27th of December. So we all got sick. We ended up with strep throat. I ended up going and I had to get antibiotics and I had an ear infection. So we do not want a repeat of last year. We didn't get to go anywhere. We didn't get to do anything. I had so many fun things planned to go into Austin, party and have fun and do Christmas adventures. And we did nothing. Like we were all so sick. So Relove, where have you been and why is your hair different? So we took the week of Thanksgiving off of streaming just because it was a holiday and we were busy. And then I just wound up getting like a little flu and it's like a cold combo. So, and the hair is different because it was time to do new stickers, of course. I mean, guys, if you've been collecting all of these, you should have a pink one, a green one, a blue one. What other colors? Is that the ones we've done so far? Is pink? We've done pink, we've done green, blue. So now we've got red. So we're making our way through the rainbow. So once it's all done, it'll be a whole like cool looking picture all together. So I am all festive. You guys know where I got these? Do you guys know Meg Eclectic? She's a reseller. She's amazing. I got these on one of her shows. I bid on these and I was like, nobody's winning those because those are mine. I missed you too, Miss Wacker. Dime Rack is here. Go Coastal. Good morning, Coastal. And this one is, this one's for both of us for the present, Coley. Oh my God. Justin, Coley got a present for both of us. He goes, oh yeah. We're going to see a special screening of the National Lampoon at the theater tonight. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. TJ, welcome in. You guys were sick over Christmas. There was a lot of people that were sick over Christmas last year. So I have burning, itching ears and sore throat right now. Oh no, Britt, double up on the zinc. So zinc is this magical thing that helps to stop the replication of any sort of viruses in your system. I used to work for a health and wellness company. So I know like a ton about herbs and I was raised by hippies. I mean, my name is Charity. So I didn't have sugar until I was 5. But anyway, so zinc is this magic thing that helps to stop the replication of the virus. So when you get sick, it's not so much the original virus that gets you sick, it's the viral load, meaning that the virus multiplies. And that's when you start getting sicker and sicker and sicker. And then you don't get better until your immune system is able to conquer that. Well, if you do zinc, it helps to stop that replication so it doesn't continue to get worse and worse and worse. Also, golden seal. I don't know if you're a golden seal person. Golden seal is really, really, really rad for that. Yeah, strep throat is horrible. I hadn't had it since I was like a kid. Like, it was disgusting. Yeah, stay inside. Well, so Isaiah brought up a really good point the other day. My son, he said, he's like, I wonder if because you guys are home so much now, because we're home all the time, right? Unless I'm sourcing, post office, UPS, grocery store, but like I'm home most of the time. And so he's like, I wonder if your immune system has just gotten so used to just being around like your cells that when you go out, it's like, oh my God, that could be it. Like I need to like expose myself to more people. So Coley, I love you, baby. I have no tonsils. Thankfully, I don't get strep ever anymore. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, last year, if I could have gotten rid of those tonsils, I would. Squeeze 2 lemons in a pitcher of water and have it with pure local honey. Yes, awesome finds. That is a great tip, and I was absolutely doing that. Deals, welcome in. Okay, so we got 21 of these left. We've got a few of the sponsored giveaways left. So we'll be doing 3 of the giveaways on our show, our state show this week, got coming up this week, and then 3 on a clothing auction show. I also have some Granny Square stuff that I might auction that off on a show this week too. So make sure you guys go in and bookmark all the shows you see in there. You'll see some that say like garage sale shows and all these different ones. Sorry guys. Make sure you go in there and just get everything bookmarked. I'm so sorry, you guys. Yeah, there, by the way, I don't know if you realized, these are shorts. These are handmade Granny Square shorts. Yeah, one of a kind. Really, really cool. So I'd like to get those done this week. Okay, what else do we got going on today? We're going to do a thrift haul. So if you guys have reselling questions, you got questions about this platform, you got questions about other platforms, let me know. We had a great weekend this weekend of sales. We did 15, no, 18, I think 18 sales on eBay. Some Christmas stuff going on. A lot of Christmas stuff sold. So yeah, so 18 on eBay. We sold, eBay will always be like our biggest seller platform. On the Depoppers, we sold 2. On the Poshy, we sold 4 or 5, I believe. And then Urkari May, I think we sold 2. So a little over 20, 23, 24 sales this weekend. Not bad considering that I didn't list last Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I didn't list, so I missed 3 days of listing, which always bumps you out of the algorithms. Fortunately, I'd done so many listings and put them in drafts in Nifty that I was able to just click go live during the first part of being sick and through Thanksgiving. So that was awesome. I'm so glad I had done that. The universe smiled on us on that. So I only missed 3 days listing, but it still bumps you out of the algorithms a little bit. So we had a killer Black Friday weekend. Awesome guys! Yes, that's what I love to hear. Sandra, welcome in. Trex, great to see you. Hopefully you guys had great sales this week too. So I'm going to do a thrift haul. Let's do a thrift haul. So this was on my last little thrift trip that I did. So what I like to do is when I bring home thrift stuff, I'm so sorry, you guys. When I bring home thrift stuff, I like to go through it, check for missing buttons, all that kind of stuff. I mean, I try to do as much as I can during, while I'm at the store, but sometimes you miss things and, it is what it is. So here we go. All right, here's what we got. So we went to Dollar Days and yellow was the dollar tag. So everything that was yellow was only $1. So for me, like $1, it's so hard to find good clothes to resell nowadays for $1 unless you're just at garage sales. So got $1. And so when I get to go to these Dollar Day sales, I always get very, very excited by it. So this is a little jacket, and I didn't get it because of the brand. It's Onique Casuals. Who knows what that is? But I got it because of the aesthetic. So thank you, AK. So this is number 1, this is velvet, which velvet is super hot right now, if you don't know. Number 2, it's got these really cool like denim patches at the top. So it's got like these really neat, kind of unique jeans. They look like jeans pockets here. And then it's got the like little denim up here. And so this is just super like what's on trend right now. Like any denim on denim or anything that's got denim, with this having like a velvet velour feeling as well. It's like so perfect for this time of year. And so this is what I call an aesthetic buy, meaning I'm not buying it to resell because of the brand. I'm buying it to resell because of the look of it, the aesthetic of it. So yes, I am feeling better. It's very exciting. So thanks for sharing this out to you guys. I appreciate that. Okay, so number 1, it's first thing we got. Next up, we got a brand new with tags. So you show me anything new with tags for $1 and I'm probably going to pick it up. And so here is this one. So this is an Air Force shirt. Originally, it was $15 whenever this was sold. It's something simple. It's nothing crazy fancy, but this time of year, If you guys have the master keywords list, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have that one, if you have the master keywords list and you look in there, there is a Christmas keywords aesthetic, and it's got like gift, present, all of those kind of things. So I'm going to be using my military keywords, I'm going to be using streetwear keywords, and I'm going to be using my Christmas keywords for this, because a lot of people are looking for a quick, inexpensive gift that they can stick in a stocking, or they're like, oh man, I got invited to a Christmas party, I need to take something or whatever. And so we sell a lot of stuff because I use gift and present in the description, and it helps trigger that. A lot of people will search online, like if they're in the Bay or they're on Poshy or wherever they're at, like gift for my husband or gift for my wife, present for my nephew. Like they'll do like a really broad search like that. And if you have gift or present in your listing, then that'll help to trigger the SEO to send that person towards your listing. So that's one we got there. Next up, we've got, this was such a banger, you guys. This was such a banger. So I paid up for this one. I paid $10 for this. But when y'all see this, you're going to freaking die. Dude. So number one, let me show you how beautiful it is. So number one, it is a beautiful, crazy beautiful sweater, right? But most importantly, look at what brand it is. It is a freaking Faherty. To be able to find a Faherty at the thrift store already is insane. And this is also an alpaca and wool. So this is going to bring in some money. I'm really super excited about this. Whenever I get Faherty, I can barely keep it in the store. And so this one's going to be great. It still even has like the original made in Peru tag. So really, really cool little piece. This is one of those, like, I don't mind spending $10 on it. If you're at this thrift store and you're trying to figure out if you should spend $10 on it, all you got to do is use your Google Lens and then go in and check on eBay. See what they're selling for, kind of do your comps and see, does everyone know what I mean when I talk about comps? Is anyone lost on that? If you are, no shade. Check your comps on something like that, because some people will be like, oh, it's too expensive, I don't want to spend $10 on a sweater. It's like, no. That's a really expensive sweater. No, trust me, it's worth doing it. Crystals, I'm so happy to see you. Thrifty hippies, what are you doing, my friend? Good to see you as well. All right, next thing we've got, I paid $4 for this one. And this is a really cool little piece. So these are called storybook sweaters. So anything where you've got a sweater that has like animals, or it tells, like, kind of feels like it tells a story. Some will have like cottages or like a Christmas scene or something like that. Wealth Treasures, hello, my friend. Good to see you. Mom's here too. So this is called a storybook sweater. This has got crazy, awesome, like little embroidery cat patches all over it. It's cats and mice. So look at that. So freaking cute. I love it. So paid $4 for this. This sweater's going to do really well too. I was really excited about that one. The second I saw it, I was like, oh my God. Oh, and also look at this. Can you even? The buttons are cats. I mean, come on. Thank you, Wells Treasures. We got the new hair color going on with our new stickers, with our new hashtag Better Together stickers. Thank you very much. We're doing the red for the holiday season. Okay, next up here, got this for $1. This is a whole suit set, which is kind of cool. And it is, here is the sweater. So it's a J. Crew. So number one, it's J. Crew. And it is a jacket. So you got like the blazer action. It's a nice little lightweight one. And it might be linen. And then we've got the trouser pants that go with it. So picked this up, you guys. J. Crew for $1. I mean, you cannot even mess with that. And of course, we'll be using our hangers with the big shoulders, because it just helps the blazers and stuff just to look better. They look way better hanging on that than they do hanging on a jacket that's got like just the one little thin hanger thing. So this will be going up. We'll probably have to put the steamer on that really quick. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anyone remembers, but last week or 2 weeks ago, I had ordered that stuff that you can get that you're supposed to be able to spray on clothes to get the wrinkles. And I said I would give an honest review on it. I hate it. So number one, it makes your clothes wet. So then you have to kind of like wait for everything to dry to photograph it, right? Number two, the smell was so strong that it was like my whole house smelled like it. So I am going to give it a no. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. I got it off of TikTok. Um, it's this stuff right here. I absolutely hate it. Like, so honest review, you guys know this is why I would be terrible selling things all the time on TikTok shop, because I'm just so brutally honest with stuff. I hate it. So this is the one that I got. It's on the TikTok shop. It is, if you have a hard time with smells or scents, it is so fragrant. And it didn't really work for me. Maybe it works for other people, but it did not work for me. I was not a fan of it. That is my honest review and opinion. Waste of money. So that's a no. Anyways, okay, so moving right along. Next up here, I got this for $1. Again, this is going to be something that I didn't buy it because of the brand. I bought it because of the aesthetic. So it is a really cool little vest. And all of this is like this really cool, you know, that thread you use to make like friendship bracelets? It's kind of like that. And the whole thing is embroidered with that. So really, really pretty little vest. I think this will be one of those items where I sell it and I get a review that's like, oh my gosh, it's even nicer in person than when I saw it, when I bought it. Like, I just have a feeling with this one that that'll happen. So nice little vest there, really cute. And then next up we've got, and if you guys have any questions of when I'm doing this, you know, especially if you're a reseller and you're like, yo, what does that mean? Just ask. Like, I'm here to answer. So, okay, next thing we've got is another item here. Got this for $1 as well. And this is a Sundown by Panhandle and Slim. However, the reason I bought it is it has the coolest buttons. So anything that when I find something that's like really super unique, I always feel like I can't pass it up. And I have to show you guys these buttons. It's the craziest thing. And it feels like, what material is this? This also feels like a really nice material. I'm trying to figure out what this is. It feels like this has got to be linen. So this is made in the USA. I don't see what kind of material it is, but I'm telling you it's linen. Like, it feels really, it's either linen or viscose. But the buttons are crazy. So it buttons, but then the button part of it, you can take this off so that you don't have to have it buttoned, or you can put it on to use these buttons, or you can reverse it so that you can have just the plain buttons, or you can have the shiny buttons. It's the weirdest, craziest thing I've ever seen. And then the buttonholes are here. It's also, I think, so that you can switch sides. So it can be a man's or a women's. So you can either button it this way by putting this on this side, or you can button it this way. Really, really interesting and unusual. Has anybody ever seen anything like this before? Really crazy. Also, if you guys have any shows coming up, please feel free to shout them out. That's what this show is for as well. Unicorner! I was just thinking about you when I was hanging my lights. I saw my little unicorner sticker there, and I was thinking about you. Fantastic Flips! What's going on? Heart-Centered Soul says no. Yeah, really super unique. So when you're outsourcing and you find something and you're like, huh, that's really unique and different. If your gut is like, that's something special, listen to it. If you're a newer reseller and you're not sure, you can always do a quick little Google lens. But unique to me either means it's total garbage, because like it's like a fast fashion thing and it's just nah. Or unique means, wow, there was some love and time put into this. That's got a made in the USA label on it. It feels like it's linen, really unique. I have a feeling it's going to be something special. So thanks, Unicorner. We've got our new stickers in the shop there with the new red hair. So if you guys have not gotten, the red hair one, it is there for you as well. Resellers are #BetterTogether with the nice comms hat and the puppy prints. We got me and Justin in on it this time. So thank you. Okay, next up here, we've got, this was new with tags. So again, anything new at tags for $1, I will pretty much pick up. Just because I just know that when I resell it, I'll make money. So this is an Eloquy is the brand, and it's a 2-piece. So it is a pair of, it's like a skirt, and it's plus size. So it's a skirt, and then it is also a shirt. So it's a shirt and a skirt, or maybe this is a dress. Okay, yeah. So I think this is a dress. So this is like, goes up over the old boobas. So this goes up here. So it's very like tropical vacation cruise like. And then this goes over the top of it. So kind of cool little shirt. I mean, I don't know what this brand is worth, but we're going to find out. And we may actually put it, here's something else I got at the thrift store, you guys. They had a bunch of these for sale. So I picked up like 6 of these, and they're little like bust things so that you can like put like a dress on here. So when I go to photograph, I can just put that back there and have like the boobobs and everything on the dress form. So I'll be able to just kind of take this and put this on here and then just kind of like attach it down. And that's going to, look at how good that's going to look. Oh my God, Justin! What? Come look at this. What? Come look at this. Look at how good this is going to work. Everyone say hello, Mr. Nice Comps.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
Say hello to everybody. Yeah, it doesn't look good. So yeah, that's going to be great.
Does it fit on the top row?
Huh?
Does it fit on the top row?
It might, yeah. What I'll probably do is get rid of that and just do it on the top up here is what I usually do. So yeah, so $1 for this little set. So that's great. Holla for $1. So we'll put that up here because we're going to put that on the bust. There's that. Heart Centered says, hello, Justin. Unicorn says, hi, Justin. Mel says, I finally started using my dress form. Yeah, I've never had one before, and I've never really felt like I needed it. But recently, like especially with doing like the consignment stuff. So I've got women's clothes. So like when I do this next consignment show, so we've got, guys, by the way, we've got 2 shows coming up this week. We have that estate sale show where we get in those boxes and we have no idea what's in them. Oh my gosh, I got a message from somebody that asked to remain anonymous. One of the items that they got is worth like over $100. They got it for $2. I was like, yes, do it. I love it. So like, oh my God, I didn't know what it was until I got it and I Google lensed it and I researched it. And I can't believe it. And it's so cool and it's so awesome. It's like, that's why you come to those auctions, is because you never know what you're going to find. So we got that coming up this week. And then we also have a men's, women's, and kids show. So it's all 3, all sizes. Just one more chapter! We have all 3 sizes, or all 3 kids, men's, and women's, plus size, small size, all sizes. And that's coming up this week too. So make sure you guys get in there, bookmark those shows as well. Okay. Let's see. Next up, we got this one here. This is an older dress, and so I picked it up because I think it'll sell because it's got kind of like that like Y2K late 90s kind of vibe going on. And it is by a brand called B. Darlin, made in the USA, and I got it for $1, and it's just this really cute little party dress. So I'm gonna make sure it's got like that total like Y2K. Oh, is that I think that's got, I'm gonna have to wash that. We'll have to wash that there. We'll do a little OxyClean on that. But it's got like a really cool little Y2KE kind of vibe. So in case you're a reseller and you're wondering what I'm gonna do with that. So I'm just gonna go in here straight up with OxyClean, and we're just gonna dunk this in and just let OxyClean do its magic, and it'll most likely lift that out. So what I usually do is I'll put some OxyClean in a bucket with some warm water. And then I also like to hit it ahead of time with the stuff called Zote. Let me grab it really quick. I want to show you guys this. Okay, so I use this stuff all of the time. You can get it on Amazon. It's probably, if you go to our reseller supplies to get you started, let me pin this. So if you guys screenshot, make that QR code big, screenshot it, and then follow it from the photos in your phone. This should be listed in our reseller supplies to get you started. I got turned on to this stuff by Riz, and it works so good. So it's called Zote, Z-O-T-E, or Zote. I don't know how you say it. I just call it Zote. And what you do is you can just cut off and break off little pieces of it, and then you just hit like wherever there's stains with it. It works really well for stains. It works really well for oil spots. So you guys know when you get like a jacket, like I got an Umbro jacket that had like England embroidered on the back, but had all these oil stains. And all I did was hit this with you get it wet, and then you hit it with a little bit of the Zote, and then you let it sit for 20 minutes or whatever. I threw it in the laundry and it got rid of all of the oil stains. I've never had anything get rid of oil stains that much. So I will mix a little bit of this Zote in with that, with a little OxyClean, and that should take that that spot out, so that we can get it sold. Because I'm going to make sure I do like Christmas, New Year's, all of those, prom, junior prom. I'll put all of those things down in the description for that. Also, we still have, how many do we have left? Do we have any left? Let's see. Oh, there's one left. There's one left. If you want to get sponsored giveaway and get up on the board or the TV for the whole week, so you'll be on both auctions next week. You'll also be on our reseller support show next Monday. So there's one more of those left if you want, whoever wants to grab that. I found it at the thrift store. So I got like 5 of them, I think, from the thrift store, and they were out there for like $2. So you could probably Google Lens it. Here, let me hold it up. I love this one because it's got a hanger on it. Let me hold this up here, and if you want to screenshot right now, go ahead and just screenshot me standing here with this. Hopefully you can pick it up, and you might be able to find them online. This one's great because it turns, and like it's just they're gonna be so perfect for the Whatnot shows. We have a whole bunch of people that has sent us consignments because we've been doing consignment shows for people, and I think these are going to go so well for some of the women's clothes. I'm really excited about them. If you are interested in doing consignments, I can maybe take on like 1 or 2 more people right now. And then that'll probably be it for a little while, because we have, I think, 5 other consigners right now. And so what happens is you ship me clothing, I run it on Whatnot. I do a 70-30 split. You get 70%. I do 30. I do the exact same split K-Way does. I do the exact same technique K-Way does, because if it's not broken, don't fix it. And they've been going really, really well. So all y'all that have been doing consignments with me know they've been going pretty well. And so if you guys are interested in that, just shoot me a message here on Whatnot and let me know. I can give you some more details on it. And we can kind of talk through like what to send, what not to send, what to make it profitable. Because they've been really fun. I mean, our goal is to just be doing as many consignment shows as we can. So Heart Center says, can you see my question above? I did not. Oh, here you go. How would you keyword a men's blazer that a woman might wear? Lots of women contemporary sellers on here. Whatnot are selling them, Chris. Yeah, so on Heart Centered, as long as you just do your regular keywords. So do all the preppy ones. Also, you've got the master keywords list. Do the career keywords list. It's got like work, business, career casual, career chick. If you do the men and the women's tags, and then up in the top of your listing, you can always write unisex, and that'll help to trigger it. Women that are looking for men's stuff will be okay looking at the men's section. You don't want it to feel too feminine though, because you might end up canceling out the guys that don't want a more feminine look. And so if it buttons to the left like a men's blazer normally would, I would maybe put unisex in the description. I don't know that I'd put it up in the title. I just think you might get people that scroll past it just because they're like, maybe it's too feminine, or like they'll just be like maybe a little bit confused. And you can write in your description like great blazer if you're a woman looking for a more masculine corporate look or something. Kind of like put kind of some words in there so that if a female is reading it, because yes, you are right. There's that whole look that was really popular, like that preppy late 80s, early 90s, like girls like rolling up the cuffs and wearing a blazer with like a short shirt and tall, mom jeans, high-waisted jeans with flared bottoms. Crazy popular right now, right? And so those women are already going to be looking for those. So if you just put a few of those little keywords in and trigger them in the description, that would help a girl find that a little bit, a little faster and easier. So I hope that makes sense. Yes, score. Bee's in the house. What's up, Bee? Sorry, kids are being feral today, dude. I get it. Oh my gosh, the dogs the other day, like this is no comparison to how feral children can get, because kids can get crazy, y'all know. But they had like a naughty puppy day the other day. Like it was one of those days where I was just like, all right, that's it. Everyone's outside. I like kicked all the dogs outside. Nice thing with dogs versus humans is the dogs you can kick outside for a few hours and tell them to fend on their own. Can't do that with kids as much. Yeah, that soap is the best. That Zote is so great. Yeah. How do you clean shoes? Thrift Trough, that's a great question. So I'm going to put this over here. Oh, let me show you something else I got, and then I will answer that question. They also had this at the thrift store. Look at this. I got 2 of these. So they're hang up laundry baskets. I mean, these have got to be vintage, but they're hang up laundry baskets. So I have a rack here. So we're going to put this in here. And then this is just going to get hung back up so that I don't have to just put clothes on the floor anymore that need to be washed. Let me show you guys what I have here. So in my closet, I hang all of my stuff up ahead of time before I list it for the day, so that I can steam it or check it or do whatever. So now I just have these hanging up on here so that I'm able to get those. So you guys should see if you can find some of those. If you guys do the closet hang up method like I do, see if you can find some of those. I mean, I found those at the thrift store, but I'm sure you could find like, hang up laundry baskets or something like that. Like they're so cool. I'm really stoked on them. So, okay. So cleaning shoes. Our song, first of all, is cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes is what we do. Cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes all day. Every time we clean shoes, that is the song we sing in this house. So first thing I use is Grandma's sneaker cleaner. This is my favorite cleaner in the entire world. I use it on every pair of shoes minus like leather and suede, because I have leather and suede cleaner. This stuff works great and it will not stain anything. So number 1 is Grandma's sneaker cleaner. Then I'm lazy, so I use an electric brush. Let me grab something real quick here. So this is my electric shoe cleaner. You just put the little thing on here, pop it on, boom. You just take the shoe and you clean it just like this. So here's a shoe. You spray it with the Grandma's sneaker cleaner, and then you just do this because I am crazy lazy and I do not want to have to scrub shoes. And then around the edges here, I would use a little 100% pure acetone in order to clean the edges. We had someone on here, and I can't remember who it was now, so I feel bad, but somebody on here told me you can get 100% acetone for cheaper at the like the automotive store, and it's true. So we got this gigantic, massive bottle of acetone, and you can get this at Lowe's, Home Depot. You can get it at the automotive store, wherever you can get it. Just make sure it's pure acetone, and this is going to help make those white edges white again. Don't get it on the material. Don't get it on any place that has like paint, because it'll take it off. It has to be just white, like only for the white right there. So that works great for that. So those are the 2 things that I use for regular stuff. And then leather, I use the Wyman's leather conditioner as my cleaner. Now they have a cleaner. I don't like it as much. I like just using the leather conditioner as a cleaner, and I just do that with a rag. And then it's in the other room right now, but then I use the Doc Martens leather conditioner to bring all of my boots back to life. You guys, because I use that and I make my cowboy boots look so good, cowboy boots on average can only stay in my store for about 3 days. I sell them so fast. I get them, I clean them, I sell them. So that works really, really good for that. The last 2 things I use is if they're suede or nubuck leather. This is the only thing I'll recommend. I love it so much. I use this and then a little soft bore brush for suede. And then if I have patent leather, so anything shiny, patent leather, don't touch rubbing alcohol, acetone, or anything to it. Do not touch soap to it. Do not touch anything to it except for patent leather cleaner. This is the money's worth best. This is my favorite one. I've had this bottle so long, it doesn't even come in this bottle anymore. It looks different now, but it's called Money's Worth Best. You just spray it on and it'll clean up your patent leather purses, your patent leather shoes, any of that. It makes it shine. It's like chef's kiss. So beautiful. Are you looking for daddy, buddy? I know he's around here somewhere. So that's what I recommend. If you guys go to, let me pin this again here. So all you have to do is click on that picture that's down below. So click on the QR code, just touch it. It'll come up big on your screen. And then all you have to do is screenshot that. And then you should be able to follow that link from the photos in your phone. There is a list in there that says, so you want to clean some shoes. And it has all of that stuff that I just showed you is all in that list. I have used and anyone that has followed me for the last year on social media, y'all will know that stuff that I'm using right now is the exact same stuff that I've been using for over a year now. I can't imagine ever switching because it's like the perfect like recipe for all of the different products. This will also be, this is recording right now to go up on YouTube. If it's not playing on YouTube live right now, it is, Justin's recording it in the other room so we can put it up on YouTube. So you guys will be able to go back and watch this if you need help. So Dollface, welcome in. Little Donna! Great to see you. Yeah, pepper that in. I like that. Do you have a method of getting out pit stains on shirts? I use the worst time when I use soap and I use OxyClean, but no avail. So normally if it's a white shirt, like a white product, if you put it in OxyClean with a little bit of Dawn dish soap, you got to let it sit in there for about an hour. I think the trick really is it needs to be warm water. So it has to be warm water, a generous amount of the powdered OxyClean, a fairly generous amount. And then let that sit for about an hour. You also want to stir it. So when I do like a batch of white shirts, I'll take like a stick or spoon or whatever and just kind of stir everything around and just kind of get it all like mixed up. You could also, Cindy, if you have some of that Zote, try putting the Zote on it. I only have one shirt that I have not been able to get the pit stains out of, and it is a San Antonio Spurs vintage shirt. And I cannot figure out for the life of me why I can't get it out. So I think my next step is I'm just going to take and kind of, it's white, so I'm going to kind of pull it apart and then put a towel underneath it. And I think I might try a little bleach on it. Now, here's the risky for the bisky. Once in a while, bleach will activate with the armpit sweaty stuff and it'll turn it more yellow. But at this point, I've tried everything else with the shirt, so I'm kind of willing to risk it and see if it'll help. If it's colored clothing, you probably wouldn't want to use the warm water with it. You could still use the OxyClean, just don't let it sit for longer than probably 20 minutes or so. And I'd use cool water with that. You could try doing the Zote under that as well. There's also a spray OxyClean that you can get that I use like in emergencies. So if I've got a spot that's like really, really bad, this OxyClean Max Force, and you can probably just get it from the grocery store or Amazon or whatever. I will spray it if there's a really bad area. Just know that OxyClean can be dangerous. If you leave it on too long, it can definitely lighten up that area. So, Lady Star, good to see you, my love. Do you dilute white vinegar and baking soda paste? Yeah, and you can try that too. So that's a great go-to too if you want to do something before the OxyClean. If you take white vinegar and a little baking soda and kind of make like almost like a, not a paste, but like a little bit like blah, blah, blah. Just kind of make it like that and then take like a little brush. So I use this one here. This is my little brush for that. And then I'll get in there and do a little bit of this with it. And I usually will try that before I go towards the OxyClean and all that. So baking soda and white vinegar is a great like first step to see if you can get something fresh to start with. You can also take your white vinegar and your baking soda, little bit of baking soda and white vinegar, mix it up really good. So what we use is we've got a little like, you know, those little frothers you use for coffee, that up to the point where the baking soda is like fairly like disintegrated. And then you can put that straight in your laundry as well. And that'll help to also get rid of any sort of cigarette smokes, cigarette smoke smell, musty, crusty, vintage smell. The vinegar also works great for that. If you get it out and it still smells like vinegar, just do a clear wash and that'll usually take that away. So Mel says, I'm starting to think in keywords. I love that. that's because that's how my brain thinks. And I know that that's why we sell as much stuff as we do. So AK says, I'm so sad I had some brown suede boots and I got some nail polish remover on the toe and it discolored the boot. I've had that. So when I first started reselling, I had this leather red Kate Spade bag. Justin's laughing because he knows, like, he's like, forever this will drive me crazy. It was this beautiful bag. It was probably worth like 120, 130 bucks. Just gorgeous, beautiful, lushy leather. Oh, so pretty. And there was one tiny spot on the bottom, like literally that big. And I was like, oh, nail polish remover. That's what you're supposed to use on this kind of stuff. And so I used nail polish remover and rubbing alcohol, and I swiped it, and it took off all the red in that area on this bag. And I was like, what did I do? It happens. We all do it. Raise your hand in the comments down below if you've ever ruined a piece of clothing or a hard good items by using a cleaner on it. You shouldn't have, because I have. I've done it so many times too. Yep, PSG says, yep. Shabby Cottage, welcome to you. Dizzy. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, we've all done that for sure. Okay. Next up here, we've got, let me put this back on, and then I'll put our stickers back on too. So there's the ring the bell, and then there's our new stickers. There we go. Everybody loves the stickers, honey. He said, oh, good. Okay. All right. Next up here, we've got, I got this for $1 as well. And it's a really pretty, like, coral color. And it is a Calvin Klein, which is nothing, no big deal. But for $1, really great little dress with little bell sleeves. There's your back exposed zipper, very like preppy corpcore. It's definitely got more of like an Easter vibe going on than this time of year, but that's okay. I'll still put it up, and even if it sits in the closet for a while, then that's fine too. Creekside, great to see you, my love. South City girl is here. How is Creekside today? What in the hell you been doing? All right, little sip here. Okay, moving right along. Next up here we got, it looks like a two-piece set. Little corp core. It's funny. I didn't used to look in like the corp core section of things, but I started doing it, and we make a lot of money off of like blazers, suits, women's corporate clothes. I never thought that we would sell as much as we do. It's pretty crazy. So this is a little skirt. This looks like it's probably older to me too. This has got to be made in the USA. Yeah. So this is a Paul Harris design, which I've never heard of before, but it's a made in the USA. So this is definitely a little bit of an older suit. So it comes with this little blazer guy here. So a little zip up blazer. And then it's got a little matching skirt with it. I just sold one kind of like this in brown. And here's the weird thing, you guys. So like does anybody else here sell on Depoppers? Do we have any other Depoppy sellers in here? So on Depop, you can see like the number of eyeballs you have on your listings. You can just see it really easily. Katie says yes. So if you guys, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let me show you, for those of you that don't sell on the poppers, if you look at your listings, you can tell how many people are looking at your items based on the numbers. So it kind of tells you like what's popular, what people are looking at more than anything. So you can see like those New Balance shoes have a ton of looks. This Under Oath t-shirt has 567 views. So you can kind of like see what people are interested in. That suit, I had a George. So it was a George. This is like a Walmart brand. This is not fancy. I had a George corporate, just brown button-up blazer and a brown skirt that was just like this one. Nothing fancy. It had like 1,600 views on the first day. It got up to like 13,000 views before it sold. I don't think I've ever had anything have that many views on it. So I don't know if there's just like a corporate kind of look people are going for right now or what the deal is, but I could not believe that I had that many views on it. And of course it has sold now, but it was so wild. So I got the little suit and skirt set situation. So we'll see what that one goes for. And then it looks like another blazer and skirt. So this one is another for $1. This is a little suit. So this is another little vintage corporate piece. Yeah, thumbs up on that, right? So nice little vintage corporate piece. I'll have to see if this is a made in the USA. Let's see. It feels like it probably is. Oh no, Vietnam. So it's still vintage. So here is this one here. It's a little button-up suit, and then it comes with a pair of little pair of slacks, little women's slack things. So yeah, I don't know. Has anybody else had any like corporate, like I call it corp core, but has anybody else had any like corporate style stuff? J. Crew pencil skirts are selling well for me. 5 last week. Yeah, so something's up. Like, am I missing something? Because I'm usually pretty, I'm hip to the fashion. And I didn't see anything about corporate stuff. I don't know. Is it just either it's a look that everyone wants, or it's like people are going back into corporate America and they need clothes. I don't know what the deal is, but one of those two things is happening. So we got that for $1. And then last thing out of this first bag here is another new with tags. And this is a brand called Outcast, which of course I don't think means anything. However, for $1, brand new, I'm gonna pick it up, and it's just like a little like swimsuit or some sort of cover, like polka dotty situation of some sorts. I don't really know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is some, oh, here we go. I think it goes like that. So this is some sort of ladies, but right now that sheer look, so this is like a see-through almost look. That sheer look is so popular right now. So I was like, oh yeah, I can't pass on that one. That, just based on the fact that that look is like so crazy popular. Oops, I just broke a hanger. Uh-oh, hanger, rest in peace. Do, 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 do. Goodbye, hanger. All right, new hanger. Here we go. All right, so that's everything from the first bag. And let's get into the next bag here. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much stuff. We scored so much stuff at the thrift store this time. All right, next up here, crazy cute. You know, y'all know I'm a sucker for vintage. I'm a sucker for anything embroidered. I'm a sucker for anything cottagecore, and I'm definitely a sucker for anything that's got like almost like a seersucker pattern. This has the cutest little harvest. I wish I would have had this at Thanksgiving. I think it would have sold even faster then, but it's got like a whole fall harvest kind of look to it. So I got to make sure I get this up like ASAP before it's too late and we miss out on that. Got that for $1. And then I did pay up for this one. I paid $6 for this, but I'll show you why. So this is a O'Neill of Dublin, which I have sold this brand quite a few times now. O'Neill of Dublin. This is a made in Ireland wool skirt. And it is a really, really pretty old school, like, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Kilt. It's like kind of like an old school kilt with that really classic kind of red tartan plaid look. It's got the fringe. It's got like the little safety pin and everything at the bottom. I would imagine that this is probably going to sell really quickly. It's Christmas. It's the perfect time of year for this. This is one of those items you pick up and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect time of year for that. And being that kind of like pleated look in the back, like, yeah, that's hot. Now, I got a couple special things I want to show you guys. We're going to be running these on a Whatnot auction. So we got, I'm going to give you a small sneak preview. MMC, welcome in. Yes, totally. And inquiries from past buyers. That's interesting, heart-centered. Crowned with hope. So we're going to give you guys, are you guys ready for just a sneak preview? Okay, so I found a granny square blanket in camo. Excuse me. So that we're going to be auctioning off that one. And then we got a granny blanket with stripes, and it is all the fall look with like the most beautiful kind of cable knit. It in really good condition too. Really, really pretty. It's got all the fall colors. So I can't show you the whole thing. We're going to save it for the auction. So we got that one there. Then, you guys, I saw this and my heart went beating out of my chest a million times. I know all the cool stuff. You guys, are you ready? I found a granny square blanket, kids blanket. This is a granny crocheted kids blanket, vintage, with like the little delicate lacing along the whole thing. And this thing is in disgustingly good condition. Like it is someone's great great grandmother made this and they probably never used it. It is, you guys, it's beautiful. So we're going to be auctioning all of those off. Oh wait, just kidding. There's more. This is a huge one. This is one of those really super crazy big granny squares, and this is so totally fall. It's the perfect fall blanket. Look at this one. Little sneak preview of this one here. It's got the coolest, most unique way of it being stitched together. So it's got like kind of this see-through. There we go. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm not sure what just happened, guys. Thanks for being patient. Pixie dust! It just literally the whole whatnot just completely geeked out for me. So I couldn't get it to go on here and I couldn't get it to go on my phone. So thanks you guys for being patient. I'll always attempt to get back. Y'all know me well enough to know that I'm like a determined girl. I'll do whatever it takes. There's a slight feedback. Let's see. And is the feedback better now? Is the feedback better now? Are you still getting feedback? Let me know if you're still getting it. And yes, better. Okay, perfect. All right, good. All right, yes. Okay, all's good. All right, yes, the new hair with the new stickers. So if you guys haven't got a chance to get those stickers, when we say we have 19 left, we really only have 19. Hey, honey, did you put, Justin, when you put the stickers in, did you account for the fact that I was going to keep one of them and also send one to Isaiah? You did. Okay, good. All right, I want to make sure. Pixie Dust, thank you. Okay, so we are back. Where was I? So you guys probably didn't get a chance to see this then. Did we not get a chance to see this? I want to show you guys this again in case. Yes, you're welcome. You have the same overalls. I got these from Meg Eclectic at her show. Everyone was bidding on them and I was like, I don't care how much I have to spend. I'm getting those ones. Okay, you guys did not see this. All right. I figured you didn't because I didn't get a reaction to it. So I was like really surprised. All right. I'm thinking about running this on Whatnot. I got to see kind of like what the comps are for it. I wore those on my last raid train. I love it. Is this, you guys, this is a once in a lifetime find. This is crazy. This is a 1996 Goodwill Sam's Club Safety Award blanket. I mean, look at this freaking thing with the fringe and everything. I mean, this is a crazy blanket from Logo Knits. Logo Knits. This is so, and it's like brand new. So crazy. I am a goofball. You are correct. So I got to look up the comps on this and see, but I may run that on a Whatnot. We'll see. Okay, so next thing I got up here is we're still doing thrift haul, so welcome in if you're just coming in. What I was trying to say when the screen went blank too was anyone in here that wants to gain more followers or get bookmarks, go ahead and leave a heart down in the chat below. A heart signifies that anyone that follows you, you pinky swear that you'll follow them back. And if you're already following them, just get in there and bookmark a couple of their shows. As a smaller seller myself, I know how important it is for those bookmarks. Those bookmarks are what helps your business go. So even if you're not sure you can make it to the person's show, that bookmark is like the lifeblood of us being able to get our stuff pushed out on Whatnot. So we got Pixie Dust is in, Thrifty's in, Crown, Thrift, Love of Humor, it did Aliens, close enough to Hearts because we love aliens. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. I love that, you guys. Okay. And once you've done that, go ahead and comment down below as well. So this is a London Fog, which, I mean, it doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot to me. However, this right here does. So whenever you guys see this tag on anything, this means it is a single needle tailoring. Single needle tailoring, it's what they used to do in the old days. And in my opinion, it helps the material to hold up. For me, it seems like it gets less snags. It shrinks less, and it's usually incredibly soft feeling. So whenever you see that, make sure that you pick it up. Also, make sure you put in your description and in your title, if you can, that it's single needle tailoring. You can even just write like single needle. You don't have to do tailoring if you don't want to, like up in your description. But if you guys do that, for anyone that's looking for an item like that, one, it tells them that it's for sure vintage. And two, there's people that really enjoy wearing that. So that is definitely something to kind of keep your eye out for when you guys are at the thrift store. So we picked that up for $1. Next up, got these. This is a crazy little find. Picked this up for $1 as well. The thrift gods were so kind to us the other day. It was absolutely bananas. So we picked up this pair. This is a brand called French Dressing. It's just an old vintage brand. I've come across their stuff a couple times. They're a made in Canada brand. So you can see the little Canadian flag. And yes, that matters. I always write made in Canada. These are a pair of, they are a cotton poly blend, but they have like a satin feel to them. So we're going to pop those up. Definitely vintage. Really cool, neat little like kneecap line here. Little pair of vintage jeans. You can tell that back. It looks so vintage and awesome. So we're going to put those up. And for $1, you can't pass on that. But they're really cool. They have like a suede, like a nubuck leather feeling to them almost, which is fun. Next up, I've actually been waiting for this to go on sale at the thrift store. They had it marked at $10, so I knew it wasn't going to sell at this thrift store. Now, $10 is a great deal for this shirt, but thrift stores fail to realize that when they mark an item up, they're waiting for a very specific individual to come in that size that wants that exact item. And most people that are going to the thrift store are going because they want to be able to get something inexpensive, not because they're looking for a particular item. But I've been waiting for this to go on sale forever. This is a little Asian blouse, and it goes like this here. And we'll do little knots. So this is a little vintage silk blouse, and it's dragon silk. Really cute pretty little Asian-y inspired. I love the look at the pattern on that. That's so gorgeous to me. So a little silk shirt. So pick that up for $1. Then the next thing we got is this pair of pants, and I didn't know. I've never heard of this pair, but I got them just based on the aesthetic of them. So once again, these were only $1. I don't know that the brand is anything special. However, just based on the look of them, is why I got them. Y'all know half of the stuff I get or more is because of the aesthetic. So they're like a little pair of like streetwear style capris. As you guys know, streetwear is super hot right now. They've got like this crazy little logo on the back. I think they're called Pacos, which I had never heard of. Paco jeans. Paco jeans. I've never heard of it, but just the look of the aesthetic, it's got like this crazy sick little like military cargo pocket. So if you get anything like this and you have the master keywords list, all you got to do is go into, there is an entire military aesthetic in there that you can copy and paste. So for these, I would do the military aesthetic, and then I would also make sure I do like streetwear, retro, throwback as well. Okay, next up here, paid $1 for these. I was shocked, absolutely gobsmacked that I got these for $1. This is such a crazy deal. So this is a pair of vintage Cherokee. Let's see how many of you guys remember this brand. Who's old enough to remember this brand? So this is a brand called Cherokee, and they usually only, yep, there it is. They usually only put their label in the inside zipper. Does anybody remember this? Anybody else remember this brand? You guys remember it? Thrift Trop does, Mel does. So got these for $1. These are an absolutely disgustingly great pair. Look at the pleats. Look at them. Look at the pleats on those. Loose through the thighs. I mean, these are like so absolutely late 80s, early 90s. Great pair of pants for $1. Cannot beat that. And then something that our thrift store does is for things that they think are worth a ton of money, they put these little tags on it. So if it was to sell on the 2nd of October, they would have been $40. The 16th, $30. So we bought these on the 13th of November. So we got these really nice little Nike Air Max shoes. We got these for $10. I'm guessing they'll probably sell for like maybe $35, for maybe $40. They're a bigger size. But for $10, they're clean. So I can literally just set them over here and just take pictures of them and immediately get them up. I have found myself becoming, all right, who else is going to admit this? I find myself becoming lazier and lazier with shoes. Like I'm constantly looking for shoes now that are like essentially clean because I don't want to spend my life cleaning shoes. Unless it's like a pair that I know is worth like a couple $100. Like I've gotten so lazy. The little piece of paper is like plain chicken. Who's going to buy it first? Totally. Exactly. It's so funny how they do that. Like So I'm like, I'll just wait them out because I know I'll be back to the thrift store. I know no one's going to buy them for that price. So IT, welcome in. Mel says, do you guys have any 2026 goals? We do. We have a couple different ones. So we hit a big goal. I'll just share this with you guys because you guys know I'm like crazy transparent with everything. So we've had this goal forever to break the $15,000 30-day or 90-day total on eBay. And we finally just did it today. So I finally have reached our Dizzy. We finally did this goal. And my goal was to reach 15 by the end of the year. And that's not 15,000 in the whole year. That's 15,000 in the last 90 days. And so you guys know how hard we've been working. What I wanted to share with you guys though, is how quickly this can happen to you. Because when we were primarily just trying to do like Jamble and whatnot shows, and I wasn't listing as much, when we were really brand new, like, and trying to like get whatnot going, and I was not really sure what I was doing, my total for 90 days had gotten down to $1,600, which is crazy. Like we lost like a ton of income and we're like, okay, so I've been busting my double money symbols in order to be able to get to that. So that is like such a huge, I don't think you know how long I have been waiting to get to the 15. That was my thing. If I can get here by the end of this year, what can we do next year? And so at the beginning of January, December last year, my 90-day totals, I think were around, I don't know, 2,500 maybe 3,000, because we had only been full-time reselling at that point. Let's see, I started full-timing in September. So we had only been full-time reselling September, October, November. So it had only been 3 months of doing full-time reselling. Before that, I was part-time, you guys, like wicked part-time, like super, super part-time. I still had a marketing job. Justin was working with the company he was with. I was doing like some listings on the weekends, and that was it. I was not full-time. I think I had 200 items in my store, and we sold like 10 items a week, maybe. So I was super part-time. So my goal was at this time last year was if I can get my 90-day total up to 15,000 for 90 days, I will know that I've done it, that I have reached my 2025 goal. So the closer this year's been getting, we've been taking screenshots for this has been going on. Let me see if I can pull it up here. This has been going on for weeks now, of this back and forth where it's like, this was one of my totals, 14,995. I was like, God dang it. And then another total, where are they? There's a whole bunch in here where it's like 13,000, 12, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13, 14. So I'm even working so hard. So I've reached that goal for this year. So I've reached the 15. Let's keep going. So my goal next year is to double it. So I want our 30-day or 90-day totals to be 30,000 by December of 2026. So that is my goal. I do goals like long-term goals, because if I try to do just like a really tiny little short one and I don't meet it, I get like discouraged. I'd rather I like little goals, but I really do well with like a deadline goal. So deadline goal for me is by December 2026, 30,000 for the 90-day total. Number 2 would be to be able to be doing that much, and then also doing whatnot, and be doing like 3 to 4 shows a week, doing consignment shows as well. So our real, true, real, crazy, real, insane, I think we could do this goal by the end of this time next year is to be doing $20,000 a month, which is insane. But that's what my goal is. Now, of course, that is, you've got expenses in there, you've got fees, you've got all that kind of stuff in there. So that's, you got stuff going on. But we'd get to the point at that point where it felt really, really good. And then this year also, I think Justin is probably he has an opportunity to take a position. We're going to see if he has a meeting about it. He has a position where he can work kind of maybe a part-time thing. We're not sure yet, but get health insurance. So that has been the biggest problem with this year, is that trying to do this and not having health insurance. So health insurance for us, just because of my age and everything, or, where we live, to get decent insurance would be like $600 to $700 a month. And that's for like the crappiest, horrible insurance that you can get out there. That's like, you still are paying 90% of your bill, but it at least gets you in the door. And so he has an opportunity to maybe work for a company where he would be getting really good insurance, like crazy good insurance. And so we're kind of toying with that idea, because right now, as far as the business goes, I've got him doing the shipping and I've got him doing the computer stuff. But I think that I just don't, it's going to sound weird, but I don't need him quite as much as I did in the beginning, as far as like, I don't need him to help me with photographs, or I don't need him to help me with sourcing and like a lot of that stuff. I still want to be able to have him on Saturdays, hopefully, to go garage sailing. But so that's our other goal, is 2026, get ourselves some freaking health insurance, because this is insane. Pay off any debts that we have, and increase our income, get our 90-day totals up to 30 grand, and then also whatnot, and then take on a whole bunch of consigners this year, because I really love, you guys know how much I love running these shows. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do. So I know Just One More Chapter says take it. I know it's so hard, because I do have some health stuff, like, I've got a thyroid disorder, and I've got some other stuff that I deal with. And so this not having insurance thing is like destroying us. I mean, when we went to the hospital for that migraine, our hospital bill was like over $7,000 just for that visit. And so it's like, oh my God. Like, so it's, yeah. So I think we're just like, he's like, if I could take something small and get insurance, that might be the way to go. Now, here's the real goal though. So if he takes this position, and they can give him what he wants and what he should deserve for his experience, if they can do that, then that would make it so by the end of next year, if I can reach the goals that I want to reach with reselling, that we could just get our own insurance, and then he wouldn't have to do that anymore, and he'd be able to just be, home all the time again. So that's kind of what we're toying with. Like, yeah, it's a lot of sales. It's a lot of sales. It's a lot of shipping too, because we're shipping, we're doing eBay shipping every day. And then he's also doing Whatnot shipping. And so I think we were talking about it. We went out. So we like to go out like once a month for like a lunch date, and we'll do like a brainstorming, like kind of like, what do we see going on for this month? And I told him, we were talking about like this, Mel, it's so interesting you asked that question, because we were talking about like what our goals are for this next year coming up. And I told him, I said, I feel like this year is going to be a really interesting year. This last year, I figured out how to be a reseller. So when people ask me and they're like, well, how long have you been reselling to make that kind of money? And I'm like, really only a year for full time. And they're like, no, that's not true. That's impossible. That can't be true. I'm like, no, really, I really have only been doing this, for like a little over a year now, full time. And when we were talking about that, I said, so this year I learned how to be a reseller. I don't need to like learn how to do that now, because I've got that. I mean, I'm constantly learning things every single day. But like the meat and potatoes of it, I feel like I got a handle on. I said, but I feel like this year is going to be a year of finding my path. Like, what does that path look like? Do we move into just doing consignments? I mean, heck, guys, if Whatnot went so bananas crazy that my 90-day totals beat what I can make doing static listings on eBay, I would just transfer over and just be doing Whatnot full time. And so I feel like this year is going to be interesting. I have a couple other ideas of running people's doing virtual garage sales. I've got, we've talked about doing storage units. We are doing consignments. So we've got like so many different things. And I feel like this year maybe is going to be the year of like finding the path. Does that make any sense? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When you have a year where you're like, you're doing all of these things, and then now you got to kind of like figure out, what does that look like? Like, what do those things all kind of boil into? So thanks, Heart Centered. I appreciate you. Yeah. So thanks for the cheers, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. So PSG, that's gross. So there is, that is not net take home. That's the gross take home. I think we looked at Nifty the last time we looked at Nifty. because we sell on other platforms. I think our 90-day total or our 30-day total on those is a little like around $6,000, like 5,500, $6,000, right in there. Of course, that doesn't take in consideration expenses of sourcing. So yes, you can bring home $5,500, but you're putting out, $1,000 in getting stuff. I mean, that's what we're doing right now is, a thrift haul of stuff that I just went and got. So there's those expenses. And then there's other expenses with reselling. You've got your software, you've got your internet, you've got all the cleaning tools. If things like this weekend, we went and bought new felt. So we replaced the felt back here because the felt was just getting old. And there's just things like that. So there's expenses that come on top of all that as well. So but if we can double by the end of next year, that would be just such a huge blessing. So yeah, it makes sense. Okay, good. Kathy, good to see you. Yes, Mel. And so that's the next thing. So I was talking to Renzi, I think it was, and I was asking him about shipping and what he does. I think it was him. But they have someone that comes in and ships for them, and they pay them $1 a box. And so every time they do a box, like for Whatnot or whatever, they do $1. And so I've been thinking about that too, like having someone come in and teaching them how to do shipping, and then bringing someone in and maybe teaching them how to do cleaning of shoes. I've also toyed around with the idea of maybe potentially having someone that can do photographs. So I think this year is going to be like trying to find, do we want to, because you got to like figure out, does it make sense? Like, does it make more sense to have Justin do it? Or does it make more sense for Justin to be able to take on something part-time, make some good money and get health insurance and maybe pay somebody else to do that stuff? So it's like, that's what we've been doing, is like weighing that. Thank you, Mel. My goal too with you guys and everyone that follows us through social media, the reason I do this is because I want someone else to know that they can do this. Like when I first started watching like Bearded Thrifter, and I think, who else did I watch in the beginning? Tuition Ain't Cheap, Bearded Thrifter, Commonwealth Picker. Those are like the people I watched at the very, 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 very beginning. And I remember watching them and seeing how much they were making. And I'm like, God, but is it real? Do they really make that stuff? And of course, now that I know these people, then I know it's real. But my goal is to be able to inspire other people so that they can see just a real person, a hot mess, ADHD, crazy human, that I can do this. Anybody, that you can do this. Anyone can do this. It's not a matter of time. It's a matter of timing. That's a Motion City soundtrack lyric, and it fits perfect right there. So it's not a matter of time, it's just a matter of timing. So it's just a matter of like you finding that time to like be able to do it. Whether you want to do part-time or full-time, it doesn't matter. Maybe your goal is to make $200 extra a month, and that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that was my goal. My goal was to sell my mom shite that she left me with that I didn't want, I didn't know what to do with. My goal was to just do that. I had 0% of me was thinking I was going to be a full-time reseller for my life, and certainly not coming on and teaching other people how to do it. But if I can do that and help other people to believe that they can do that, then that's what makes me feel good. I want to be able to pay that forward because that's what I got. And I feel like I have like a fair thing. It's part of my neurodivergency. Like things have to be fair. If things aren't fair, it makes me like, I get like really anxious. It makes me anxious thinking about it. Things have to be fair. And so if it's not fair, I get really anxious. And so for me, it's like, I feel like I was fed into and taught how to do this. And now it's my responsibility to feed that back and help other people. So Mel has a fair thing too. Yeah, it's just it's how I've always been. Like when I was a kid and we would have like games at school, if something happened and it wasn't fair, I would get like so panicky. My stomach would hurt. I'd have to go to the nurse's station. My mom would pick me up. Of course, back then, they didn't have words like anxiety. They didn't know about neurodivergency. Girls didn't have ADHD. Only boys had it. And so they didn't really have a word for it. But now looking back at it, I can see what it was. It's when things weren't fair. It's like, I can't do it. It feels so weird to me. So most people, I don't know if anyone else would understand that, but maybe there's some other people out there that know what I'm talking about. You know what's real? What's real is packing orders for 6.5 hours in the morning. You know what's real? Listing 500 items a month. That's really crazy. Yes. Yeah, that is real. That's a super smart business goal to make your business efficient. Processes are a primary path to achieving success. Yes. Yeah, K-Way is another person that I didn't find K-Way at the very, 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 very beginning. I feel like I found him a little later. Well, because at the very beginning, I was only on Facebook. So I had an Instagram, but I hadn't been on it in years. And I didn't even have a TikTok. And so I think at the very beginning, it was Bearded, Commonwealth, and I think it was Tuition Ain't Cheap. I think those are like the three people that at the very beginning that I was watching all of their stuff. So, all right, moving right along. The next thing I got, I paid $3 for these. I might pop these in a Whatnot show because they're the cutest things I've ever seen. Are you guys ready? Eek! They are freaking Grumpy Bear slippers. I'm sorry, but those are so cute. And these things are like brand new. Like they are in crazy good condition. So this one's got a little spot on the bottom of it. But yeah, so I was thinking about putting these. Are they not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Come on. Adorable. I might run those in a Whatnot show just for fun. Next thing we got is a pair of boots. So they originally wanted $12 for these. We got them for $1. And they are really super nice boots. So let me pull these open here. They are Rocket Dogs. They have like a suede inside, and they are super, super cute. So really, really cute little kind of saddle riding. They have a herringbone, like a blazer herringbone outside, and then leather fronts. So these are great. So I paid $1 for these puppies, and they're fairly clean. So you guys were wondering how I clean shoes. Let me just show you. So on the bottom here, what I would do for these is just spray them with a little bit of the grandma's sneaker cleaner. And then I just take my little electric guy here and then just clean them that way. And it just cleans all, you can see how it's cleaning that up. It just cleans all that up. And then that way I don't have to scrub them. So that's what I do for shoes. Keep it simple. I used to try to make them perfect, and I don't do that anymore. So you got those. And then another pair of Rocket Dogs. They wanted $10 for these. Pick these up for $1. Holler for $1. And so these are a cute little pair of like rainbow Rocket Dogs. And so how I was saying how the acetone works on the front of these, let me show you guys what I mean by that. So if you look at, and let me just show you. If you look at the front of that, you can see, let me block the light. See how dirty those look there in the front? So if you take a little bit of acetone and just rub them on it, you get to see how much better these look in like 2 seconds. So look at that. See how white that is now? I just did just that little part right there. So that's how the acetone works. It works really well. You just have to make sure that you don't get it on like where this red area is. I wouldn't get that on any of that, just based on being, worried it was going to lift the color or something. So yeah, it works really, really fast. Okay, next up, we got some Barbies. Now, this thrift store always has this stuff for fairly cheap. This was $6 for these. I don't know if these are worth anything, but the last couple buckets of toys I've gotten from them, we have made a ton of money. So this one is a 2021 Barbie. I mean, even if these are only worth a few dollars. So we got a 2021 Barbie. We got a crazy Barbie with like a see-through chest. Oh, maybe she talks. I think she's supposed to talk. So she might need a Barbie or a battery. So that's a 2020 on that one. And then this one here is a Barbie, another 2021. What I do for their hair too, so this is a little trick, is you can take their hair and put some coconut oil in it, like just straight up coconut oil, and just like take your fingers and work the coconut oil through. Keep working it through. Let it sit for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then you can take a wide brush comb and it'll comb all of those tangles out. Then you can just rinse it. You can either let it dry that way, or you can just use a little shampoo and conditioner and get it all nice again, because it's not going to sell being matted like that. But if I can get this all combed out, then that's worth it. As long as the Barbie's worth more than like $6. If it's not worth more than $10 or something, it's going back to the thrift store. And then this one here too, this is like a Barbie or like a baseball one of some sort. I don't know if these are worth anything. I literally have zero metric on that, but we'll find out. So what I'll do is I'll Google lens them before I do anything. Make sure they're worth something. And I may even just, depending on the size, I may even just sell them all together and just do like a little Barbie set. So I thought, so you're going to say fabric softener. No, so fabric softener to me smells so, I can't even have fabric softener in my house. I can't stand stuff that's like too like fragrant. Which is why, Mel, wasn't it you that was asking, somebody in here asked about remember how I said that I was buying that fabric stuff to see if the wrinkles get taken off? And I was going to let you guys know. We already talked about this at the beginning of the beginning of this, but let's talk about it again. So I had people ask me if I would recommend it. So I bought it. This is just a second, I'm trying to get to it. This is that Truly Free. This is the stuff you see all over TikTok that's like, spray it on your clothes, it'll take the wrinkles out. It does not work for me. First of all, the fragrance of it was outrageous. It smelled like baby powder times like 8 billion. And it made my clothes all wet. And it did not take the wrinkles out for me. So I'm going to say no for me. I think it was you, Mel. Maybe it wasn't. I know it was somebody, but anyway, so that's a no for me. However, are these lights still on sale right now? I did buy another Wellesley. They are. Okay. So 6 hours. You guys have 6 hours. So I just got this in the mail Saturday. This is the Wellesley lights, the stand-up light, which I use. There's one behind me right now. I use it for taking pictures. I also use it for my live stuff. It's this one right here. So the big, huge, round light thing, it goes super cool. So it goes down into the right kelvins for photography as well as video stuff. And it is on sale. That's why I just bought one. So they are on sale right now with the free shipping. So if you guys have TikTok, if you go to my page and then go into my TikTok shop where the items are, it's right there. It's this one right here. Normally they are $89, which is how much it was, I think, the first time I bought it. Now they're on sale for $64 and they are free shipping. So if you're looking for like an inexpensive lighting solution for taking photos, so what I do is with this one here, I've got my lights inside, but I also have this one coming forward. So I just bring it like this, and then I just turn up the light all the way for taking photos, and it works really good. And it can dim all the way down or up, just depending on how you want it to be. Just make sure when you use it that you use the cool setting and not the warm setting. You don't want the warm setting for taking photographs. So thank you, Alabama. I am feeling better. You use that for mannequin hair. Fabric softener, that's interesting. I've never heard of that before. You've always just used coconut oil. So Pete Kells, what are you doing, my friend? Okay. Next up, we got another pair of boots here. These are a pair of Sharper Images, which is weird because Sharper Image is like, it sounds like there's a button in it. Like these are supposed to do something. I don't know what they're supposed to do though. So I gotta look it up and see if they're supposed to have, because there's a cord in here. So maybe they like warm up or something like that. I got them for $1. So, but they feel like they're supposed to like warm up or do something. Like there's a little button here. Hear that? So something, I don't know. They do something. So we're going to have to figure that out. But for $1, I was like, can't pass that up. Do you ever struggle with getting the right color of item in your photo? I used to. So let me show you a trick. So when you are in, I'm going to show you on the iPhone. Now, if you have an Android, this might be different. But whoops, sorry about that. So if you have an Android, it may be in a different spot. But when I go to take a photo, up at the top here is your exposures. Okay, so right there. And if you click on it, it'll be a little sliding bar here down at the bottom. For your darker colors, you want it to be probably like -3 to -7, depending on the item. If it's light or white, you want it to be up into like the +3, maybe even +7, depending on your lighting. So that's for that. Then once you take the photo, let's say you've got an item. Let me pull up a picture of like, here's our new stickers, right? So if you're like, oh, I just don't really like the tone of those, I want to change that. If you go into edit here, you can change the exposure by the second button right there. So you could make it, you know, brighter, darker, whatever you want it to do there. Then also the other one that you want to do is right here where it says saturation. So if you have like a red shirt or a purple shirt or something where you just can't get the right tone, if you go right here on saturation, you can change, see how it can go super, super saturated and vibrant, or it can get toned down. So if your pink shirt or your red shirt looks like way too red, you can change that saturation down. And what I usually do is I look at my item and I just kind of hold my phone like this, and I'm looking at the item and I'm looking at my thing and trying to just match those two up. And that works really, really well. So exposure and saturation works great. Now, if you're finding that you're getting a lot of lines in there because your lighting maybe isn't the best, if you go here to shadows, shadows will help get rid of those like creases. See how everything looks a little bit smoother? So it's like not as smooth, smoother. So if you do that and mess around with the shadows, that can help too. So you just got to kind of play around in there. Good morning, Jarhead. How are you today, my friend? You are so welcome. I hope that helps you. On Android, just tap the screen to get the same slidey thing. Perfect. So Alabama says if you guys have an Android, all you got to do is tap the screen. You should get the sliding thing. And then hopefully you'll also be able to find that saturation. Took me a long time to figure out how to like make my reds not look like insane bright reds or purples. My purples would turn out blue and my blues would turn out purple. And you just got to kind of mess around with the saturation. And you can mess around the temperature also. Now, we do all of our photos, all of our lighting is 5500K or higher. And so that's what you want to look for is 5500K and most of our lighting is like 6,500 to 8,000 now. And so we don't deal with the warmness, but if you don't have the kind of lighting setup where things are cool, if things look too warm, if the background looks yellow, then if you go into go back to your sliding thing, and if you scroll over to warmth, if your pictures are all turning out really yellow, you can go ahead and mess around with that and see how that cools that down. So like warm, if your stuff is looking warm like that and you don't have the lighting, you can just go like that and cool it down. You want all of your photos to look cool because that'll be a daylight. And you want it to be daylight lighting because when people go out and about outside, they're going to see their clothing as a certain color, and you want that to be the same color as the clothing item that you're selling. So hopefully that helps somebody out in here. So welcome in. Okay, all right, what else do we got here? Next up here, we got another suit. This thrift store is great because they always overprice their suits and nobody buys them. And so I just wait for them to go on dollar days. And so we got this little pinstripe suit. And this is, let me go ahead and take this off. Yeah, they wanted like $17 or something for this, which is crazy. Like that's not crazy for the suit. The problem is, like we were saying before, thrift stores think that someone's going to just magically come in and want that size. So this is a Hart, Schaefer, and Marks, but it's by Dillard's. So you know that it's a vintage suit. And it's a Viracle. Viracle is the brand. Now, does that mean anything to me? Absolutely not. What is this, like a 42 regular? Looks like a 42. Let's see how close you can get. 44. Oh, it's close. So suits for me have been selling really well as well. Another item that's been selling great. And if you can get a suit for $1, I mean, you can't pass that up, right? So this one is going to be photographed and put up on the old bay. I think most of my suits sell on the bay. I really haven't had any suits really sell other places. Okay, next one we got is another, I think this is the exact same one. So this is the exact same suit. So what I'm gonna do, if this is also a 44 long, I love doing bundles. I try to bundle stuff up because then I only have to take one photos. People get a little deal. Yeah, this is a 44 as well. So this is the exact same suit, exact same size, in same brand, same everything, same era. And so what I'll probably do is sell these, depending on what the comps are on this, probably sell these as a set. Because if a guy only has to pay shipping on one item and can get two suits for it, that's like a super score. Now I wouldn't do that with a really expensive suit or like a really unique or unusual, but this is just a regular, 1980s style, double-breasted 4-button suit. It's nothing fancy, so we'll see on that one. Okay, is this the same thing? No, this one's different. Okay, so this one is a, let's see. All of these, we got them for $1. So not bad. This is a softly tailored, pure virgin wool, another little pinstripe suit. And this feels like it might be a 44 too. 44 as well. So I may get super crazy. And I may even, if the pants are the same size and everything, I may do like a 3 suits, 1 money, because it spends less time on my inventory, 1 shipping price, and I can usually get a pretty good amount for it and I don't have to wait for them to sell. So if all 3 of those measure to the same, I may just sell those as a 3 bundle. Now, if you're selling them on the bay, you want to make sure you do not call them a lot. So LOT, don't use that word. If you use that word, Google will not push your listing out because you cannot sell lots of things to certain countries and they cannot ship from the US to other countries. Because of that, Google will not push your listing out. So even if you're paying to promote, it will not push it out. So you want to use set, S-E-T, or bundle. You do not want the word lot anywhere in your listing ever. So just take that word, put it in a little box, put it up on a shelf, and don't use that. So Sarah, welcome in. What is the model of that light again? It's this one here. It's this one here. And like I said, I love it so much that we have one and I ordered another one because of the sale. Let's see what it's called. I'm not sure. Let's find out together. It is this one here. Wellesley. If you guys are following me on TikTok, so just go to Nice Comps. There's me. Hi, that's me. And if you go into my TikTok shop, it's that first thing right there. That one right there. That's it. And the name is Weilisi, Weilisi. So, yes. You never knew that. See, this is why we do these shows. You learn something new every day. Okay, what else do we got? Is that everything? Is that the whole thrift haul? I think that's the whole thrift haul. So much stuff. So I feel like this was one of our best thrift trips in a long time. I think my favorite piece, if I had to pick one, is probably this Faherty, because this thing is going to make us, this is alpaca and wool. I think this is probably the banger of the trip. So that was just such a crazy find. I think that one, probably this kilt, this made in Ireland Dublin kilt, I think is probably going to do really, really well. And then I think this sweater as well with the mice and the cats and everything. I have a really good feeling about that one too. So I think those are probably, and then of course, all the granny square stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and run that granny square stuff on Whatnot potentially this week. Just depends on what we got. Yeah, I know. We got some really great stuff. And I think my other favorite piece, besides the fact that we've got 3 or 4 Granny Square blankets, I think this is my favorite Granny Square because it's a baby's. It's literally like a little baby's, and this thing is like brand new. I mean, it is look at the condition of that. Like, this thing was made with like pure love. It's definitely vintage with like the sewn on trim. I mean, it's just so like there was a little baby in here and it was wrapped up in a little tiny Granny Square. It's like, so cute. Look at that. Like, yeah. So we're going to run. I love to run the blankets on Whatnot because I have so much fun running them. So I think we'll probably run that as well. So they're really cool. Okay. So last things, if you have not had a chance, are we sold out of the sponsored giveaways? Do we have any left of those? We got one left. So if you guys want to get up on the board for the whole week, so you will either be on the board or the large screen TV, and you will get shouted out for the whole week. We focus on getting you followers. We focus on getting you bookmarks. So if anyone wants to get that, there's only one of those left. And then of course, our brand new stickers that Justin just made. Resellers are #BetterTogether. If you guys haven't had a chance to get those, let me get that pinned really quick here so that you guys can see that. And then let's see who we have to thank today. What do we got going on? So Dizzy, thank you for the sticker purchase, and Pixie Dust, and Just One More Chapter, Unicorner, Coley B, Magical Bubbles, PSG Emporium. We got Cindy Lou with a sponsored giveaway, Awesome Finds with a sticker purchase, Cindy Lou with another sponsored giveaway. Oh, Cindy, I love you. Awesome Finds with the sponsored giveaway, THRIFT with a sponsored giveaway, and Magical Bubbles soap. So you guys will get up on the boards as well. And then we've got 2 shows coming up this week. Let's see. What do we have going on here? We've got the Massive Estate Vintage Sale, and y'all know there is some bangers in that lot. I mean, we have barely touched the surface of that estate, you guys. Like, we haven't even gotten into the antiques yet. Like, this insanity. And we're running everything for $1 reduced shipping. So that is going to be on Thursday. And then Friday, we've got men, women's, and kids. So we got Ralph Lauren, Tommy, we got Levi's, Wrangler, Carhartt, a whole bunch of really great brands. And that one is on Friday. And then next week, we've got a show on the 15th and the 17th. And those are going to both be curated shows, really nice clothing from consigners. So people that have sent us consignments. I'm going through and processing all those consignments today. And I have a feeling there's going to be some really good stuff because I know who sent these. And I have a feeling there's going to be some really good stuff. So make sure you guys go in and get those bookmarks. So all the shams I got from the estate, did they all sell already? I had a feeling. Like, that's great, Mel. See, I love that. I want to be able to get you guys all, like, that's the thing. If you're a reseller, you want good stuff, like, come to those estate shows because we are literally running everything for $1. Like, let's go. Let's get it out. She's got basically 3 houses full of stuff, you guys. So much stuff. So she's like, I don't care, run everything for $1. Let's go. So full trunk, welcome in, my friend. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. I will see you guys back on here later this week. And go ahead and stay, and we're going to raid somebody. So just let them know you are part of the Nice Comps crew. Because if you're here, you are family. We are family. I got my resellers and me. Do. So just let them know you're part of the Nice Comps crew. Thanks you guys for coming in and hanging out. If you can stay in there for just like a minute, so I don't look like an idiot that doesn't know who to choose, that would be amazing. And let's see who we've got in here. Let me see. Do we got any? Let's see what we got. Here's one that's great. We save you money. Let's go into this person. So we save you money is who we're choosing today. Say hi from me. Have a beautiful day. If it'll let me select anything. It's not wanting me to select anything. You must let me select. Let's see. Oh, come on. You got it. Maybe their show was ending or something. Yeah, literally will not let me. There we go. All right, we're going into someone else's. It wouldn't let me pick that person. All right, love you guys. Have a good day.